Yes, I'm in a better position to tell you exactly what to do so you can make as high as this and as high as this just writing. Yes, this is me. I cashed out 900 and something dollars recently, and here's another one. I cashed out over 1,000 US dollars just writing novels for story platforms. You can also do the same thing. And what are you doing to join my community, to subscribe? Like, I so much love my community. Here in my jotter, I have over 50 questions I'm going to be entertaining today in series. So you can join the moving train right now. Oh my gosh, I got all of you questions. I got all your questions. My phone is literally beeping. I got all your questions and I'm going to answer all of them in this video. Yes, you're welcome. Type yours. I'll answer you too. In this video, I'm gonna answer as many questions as possible. I've taken my time to break them down. Anything you want to ask me in writing, anything at all, whatever thing that is your struggle in writing, you need help, just put it down in the comment section or go to my bio, click on join the community, ask your question there, any question at all. I am willing to help you. I am willing to guide you. All right, now I'm going to take my time to answer all the questions that the people in my community asked about writing. You get me? I'm going to take my time to answer them in this video. All right, and this video is going to be about 6 to 7 badges. So this is the first badge, this is the part 1. So you want to come back for the part 2 because there's a lot to talk about. Yes. All right, without further ado, let's quickly dive into the video. If you're just coming on my YouTube channel, you're highly welcome. I so much love you. Without further ado, let's just go into the video. Now, I made a post in my community and I asked them, what do you want me to talk about? What are your struggles in writing? What are the things you find difficult to do in writing? And many of them gave me some responses that, coach, please talk about this. And I said, no problem, I'm going to talk about that in my videos. All right, and I'm not going to if you watch my videos, I always explain in details. Yes, I always explain in detail. So just know that I will not be giving you like shallow explanations or just preamble. I will go deep. So it is your opportunity to ask that question that is bothering you in writing, so you can start cashing out from writing. You can make a fortune from writing, just like me. Do you get me? Now, the first question I want to entertain, I'm going to be using both my book, because this was where I wrote down the questions, and my phone. I'm going to use my phone to also answer some of these questions, my book and my phone. So do you get me? So I'm going to be entertaining just 5 questions for this video first. Do you get me? Then come back by 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. tomorrow for the part 2. I'm going to be uploading the part 2. The next day follows the part 3, the part 4. So it's a Q&A section that's going to change your life. Whether you're a newbie, it's going to change your life. All right. Now, the first question on my list, one of my students asked, is it advisable to use AI in writing? Is it advisable to use AI tools in writing my novels or their novels? Now I'm going to quickly explain this. See, if you're going to write for platforms like Goodnovel, Letterlux, these platforms are ghostwriting platforms that you can go and put out stories and you can make money from them. Now, if you want to write novels, I did not say do your assignment or do your project or make some research or do content writing. No, for those things you can use AI. This is a story platform. It's highly prohibited to give them an AI plagiarized work. You don't want to give them a work that is plagiarized, that is copied, or maybe a work that was gotten from AI. They will definitely find out because they have AI detectors. So please and please, I'm going to be straight with my answer. Do not use AI. Because you know one thing with newbies, when you tell them use AI now, they'll just relax. Coach Victor said in his YouTube channel I should use AI. AI is allowed. They will not do anything. They'll just relax and they are using AI. So that's why I'm making it official. Do not use AI. Write your story yourself. I've made a lot of videos on my YouTube channel that's going to set you on a journey if you want to start your journey as a ghostwriter for these platforms. Do you get me? And how you can avoid rejections. I've made tons of videos on my channel. You can check this one, come back and check this one. There are so many videos for you already. That's why you need to join the family, because there's a lot you'll be learning from this channel. that has to do with writing and finances, make money online. So please and please do not use AI. Do not use AI, alright? Just calm down. Think about your book. In this video, I gave my students a hack that they can use to get story ideas. Do well to check it out, alright? Now I'm going to go to the next, the next question, which is number 2 question. Somebody asks, what are the common mistakes writers make and how to avoid them? If you are ashamed to ask your questions, want to ask it through an anonymous link, there's an anonymous link in the comment section and the pinned description. So just click on it and you can always ask a question. Don't swallow it. Ask that question. So someone asks, what are the common mistakes that newbie writers, or let me say generally writers, make? Now, for every platform you want to write for, you need to study the platform. You need to know what the platform wants. Do you get me? You need to understand what the platform wants. Now, one of the mistakes I see newbie writers make a lot, the first mistake I see newbie writers or writers in general make is, now I'm going to be giving you the mistakes according to these ghostwriting companies I've mentioned, Goodnovel and Letterlux. So if you want to start your journey with this company, just inbox me, alright, in my about section. Now, one of the mistakes newbie writers make is that they do not plot their story very well. The outline, the plotting is very, very wrong. You're not going to succeed in your story, in your novel, if your outline is wrong. If your outline is wrong, you're not going to succeed, you're not going to excel. Do you get me? So that's one thing you should know. What am I trying to say? You want to make sure that you're plotting, you're not joking with your plots, especially your outline. Many people are pantsers and many people are plotters. Please, if you're pantsers, try and come out of there. It won't help you in writing. If you're a pantser, try and come out of there. It won't help you. That's the first approach people are making. They fail to plot their novel very well. They're in a hurry. They don't use the 3-act structure to plot their novels. This is one thing I dismantled in my G12 masterclass on Telegram. So you want to opt in for that training. It's very, very crucial. It's going to elevate your writing journey, your writing game. So you fail to understand that you're supposed to plot your novels. That's the first approach. Your plot. What is your exposition? What is your inciting incident? What is the climax? What are the conflicts in your novels? What are the characters like? How do the characters feel? Have you done a detailed character profile for those characters you want to put in your novels? Ask yourself those questions. Are there enough inciting incidents in every chapters? Are there enough conflicts that's going to push the story plot forward? Are there enough character development? Are the characters developing, or they are just static from January to December, from Genesis to Exodus, from the start to the finish? Nobody's growing, no character is improving, everything is just like that. Those are the mistakes you're making. Are your characters growing? Your character in chapter 1, a reader, an editor is reading from chapter 1 to chapter 5, and no, there's no hint of improvement, of development in that character. How do you think you get a contract? Your characters should be on a journey of self-growth. They should grow. Start with a hook. Don't start when a character is sleeping. A character went for party, went to have breakfast, went to see some friends. If it doesn't push the story plot forward, trash it. Coach Victor said in his YouTube channel, if those nonsense you're introducing does not push the story plot forward, remove it. Your character waking up in the morning, how does that concern the plot of the story? Ask yourself that question. This is my character now that is stretching up to wake up, that I want to start this chapter 1 with. How will that push my story forward? How would that push the main core struggle of the story forward? If your character is not waking up to see that a dragon is in her front, then don't put it in your story. Your character cannot just wake up and stretch and you say that. No, you don't want to do that. Your character should either wake up, for it to be justifiable that your character woke up. She has to wake up to something, either something creepy, and that creepy something should have something to do with the novel. Don't just bring it in. That creepy something she woke up to seeing should one way or the other have something linked to her. Should one way or the other be in that, come into that situation to help her grow or to help her come out of something. So anything you're bringing to your story, make sure it's one way or the other pushing the story forward. That her friend is going to see that you want to start that chapter with, how does that her friend concern her journey towards self-growth? Ask yourself this question. Before introducing that her friend, ask yourself, these people I want to introduce, how will they push the main characters forward? How will they make the main characters either achieve their goals or like go back? There's some people in your life, some friends in your life that are there to make or mar you. Some friends will either challenge you. You came out first position in school, you passed a course, because your friend, this person is your friend, the person will be challenged. Okay, I need to do better next semester. So those, now see that your friend like your characters in your novel. That your friend, that your character that is related to you, how is he making you grow as a person, as another character? Think about it. What are the challenges? What are the obstacles? This is the first thing you need to draft before saying you're going to start any chapter 1. Sit down, ask yourself all these questions. Do my novel have enough conflicts? Do my novel have enough plot twists? Is it ending with a cliffhanger each of the chapters? Do a chapter by chapter outlining. Do you get me? You can stay 1 week outlining your novels. It's going to pay up by the time you start getting the revenue from your books. A book that was properly written, when I see a book that was properly written, I know. Many people come to this channel now with just their earphone, without jotters, and you want to grow in writing. I pity you. Go grab a jotter now and come back. You're coming to my channel, make sure you're serious, get your jotter, get your chair closer, and subscribe. Because I'm ready to bombard you with things, life-changing opportunities to help you level up your game and become financially stable. Let's go to the next question. All right, the next question says, do you ever have a creative block and how do you overcome it? You can type yours. I'm answering every question. Do you ever have a creative block and how do you overcome it? Yes. When I started writing, you can go and watch this video I talked about how to write long novels, 200 to 300 keywords. Go and watch it on my YouTube channel. You see why you have to subscribe. Go and watch this video. I'll put it above my head. All right. Now, yes, I normally have creative block. Yes, as a human being, you must have writer's block. They call it writer's block. Creative block is used for content writers, creative writers. In ghostwriting, we call it writer's block. Something that blocks your thinking faculty to brainstorm more ideas that you can put in your novel. Yes, this is the honest truth. I normally have writer's block when I started, but as I continue writing, as I grew, as I enhanced my writing capacity, I stopped having writer's block, and I'm going to tell you what to do so you can stop having writer's block. Consume a lot of novels. Watch a lot of movies. Make the word your friend. This is the first key point. Do you hear what I said? Consume a lot of movies. Consume a lot of novels. When I mean novels, billionaire romance, werewolf, mafia, etc., crime, and all the rest. Read scripts. My script writing training is coming. It's gonna be bad balls. Don't miss it. And also do what? Make Z-Word your friend. If you have GoTV, if you have DSTV, make Z-Word your best friend. That channel. Don't play with it. Or Korean movies, Philippine movies. Oh my gosh. Imagine you open your laptop. If I open my laptop right now, I have a lot of movies, Korean movies, a lot of Philippine movies. So tell me how I'll have writer's block. Tell me how I will not be able to write long novels, because there are a lot of ideas up here. Yeah. You can also be in that shoe. By the time you consume a lot of things, in fact, you have so many ideas to put two. when you're writing your novel. Do you get me? And when you're experiencing writer's block, let me tell you another thing you should do. When you're experiencing writer's block, you want to make sure that you calm down first. Stop writing. Whenever you're experiencing writer's block, don't try to force it. Now, whenever you're experiencing writer's block, you want to make sure that you stop writing just stop writing first. Stop writing. The next thing you want to do is go and see a movie. Yeah, rush immediately. Go to K-drama. Go to Z-World. Go and see a movie immediately. Stop writing. Don't try to force it. Go and see a movie. After seeing a movie, you come back. Do you get me? Another thing you could do again, talk to a friend, a writer friend. Just chat. Do something aside writing. Take some fresh air. Walk out. See, like, just go. You going outside alone, seeing people will give you ideas on how to continue the novel you were writing before. So stop trying to force it. Do you get me? Just walk out. Have some fun. Do you get me? Have some fun. See new people. Make new friends. That day if you can even relax for that day. Watch your favorite TV show. Chat with some friends. Chat with your girlfriend. Read books before you can now start again. Alright? Alright, the next question I have here, I'm going to answer the next question immediately. But I think I have that one on my phone. I don't know. Let me quickly open up my phone. So please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe so you can join my family. If you have not subscribed, oh my god, you're missing a lot. Like, there's no two ways about it. You're really missing. Right? So please subscribe so you can join the family. Now, the next question I have on my list is, what's the reason why a book gets flagged on Pocket FM? This one is going to be a long one. You have to come closer. What's the reason why a book gets flagged on Pocket FM? If you don't know Pocket FM, then you're not a YouTube user. If you're using YouTube, you must have seen Pocket FM adverts, their stories, their audiobooks popping everywhere on YouTube. I have an audiobook on Pocket FM that's doing very well, that's bringing in millions. Do you get me? So I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts those things you will do that will make them like, we need to flag this book. Do you get? So I took my time to write them down. The first one is spamming. Any false or misleading advertisement, representation, claims, and unwanted communication shall fall under the spam default. So please, anything spammy, misleading advertisements, anything that just looks spammy, it's not allowed on Pocket FM. That can flag your account. All right. Maybe signing up with different emails to go and listen to your book. You're the same user. You're signing up with like 20 emails, and all of them is in one device. You want to go and that's spam. So you want to avoid it. Another thing again is personal content. We shall not allow any kind of personal content of another person, including information which such person is not or would not be comfortable being posted, to be posted. It's going to be removed, which means plagiarism. So if you copied somebody's work, they will find out, and you don't want to be in that situation where they will say take down your book, or they'll flag your content. So you want to avoid it. Another one again is self-harm, abuse, and suicide. Self-harm, abuse, and suicide. When you're writing for this Pocket FM platform, avoid anything that has to do with suicide. Male lead killed herself because the female lead rejected him, or vice versa. Avoid anything suicide. They don't want it. Anything that graphically kind of impose a kind of threat in the listener's ear, they don't want it. You know, something suicidal can get listeners thinking, and they can be kind of heavy for the ears to carry. You know, most of these Indian people and these UK listeners are emotional people. So if you talk about suicide, most of them will just feel a little bit uncomfortable. Do you get? So that is it. Another thing again, self-harm. It's also suicide. Abuse, pedophile, incest, father sleeping with his daughter, avoid it. Avoid it. Your storyline should not have this. Father sleeping with the daughter, mother sleeping with the son. Please, this is not Goodnovel or Letterlux. They reject it. Bastards. The bastards. You title your novel The Bastards. They'll reject it for you. They don't want any profane words, vulgar words, motherfucker bullshit. That's why you need to properly edit your work. When that correction stuff is telling you to edit those yellow words and those blue words, obey and edit. Don't just come and if it's showing you blue, you just want to publish and go. Cool down, read your work and what upload it. All right. Now another thing again, I wrote down here. I wrote down here in my this thing is impersonation of another person's work. Fraud. Maybe you carried somebody's book, go and re-upload it again on Pocketfm. Can make them flag your own book. Do you get? So another thing again that is also very, very bad, copyright infringement. I've talked about that. So aside that, violent and disturbing content. Violent and disturbing content, sexual stuff. Maybe let's say you want to write a sexual scene. You now say, and he grabbed her boobs. That boobs sounds somehow in your listener's ear. So Pocketfm don't want that word. Pounding. They don't want those words. Ass. They don't want those words. Motherfucker. They don't want those words. Bullshit. They don't want those words. You could use some other words like damn it. You get? You get? They don't want anything like, I think they don't even want cock and she grabbed his cock. They're gonna take it down. They don't want all those kind of words. Do you get? You could use some synonyms, some idiomatic expressions, some figures of speech to represent some things. I taught my students this, so I'm missing a lot if you're not in my GTED masterclass. Alright. Now another thing again I talked about is hate speech and hate propaganda. You want to avoid it. Hope you're jotting down content about that is sexually pornographic or nude materials, whatever. Nudity and pornography. You want to avoid that. The platform doesn't like anything that is overly sexual. I'm not saying you should not put sex, but you need to understand what I call, there's this figures of speech I call you trying to say something without actually saying it. I think is if you know, tell me in the comment section. I think irony is also there. Irony is there too. Like saying something. Irony is the opposite of something, right? So you're trying to say something without actually saying it, like indirectly. I think metaphor and simile, something like that. Do you get? So you need to know how to use figures of speech to actually coin your word. There's a way you coin your word. They will not flag it. They won't. There's a way you can say, instead of it to just say pen, it's going to be somehow in the air. You could use some words like third legs. Do you get me? Instead of you to use some words like VJ, you could use some words like cherry. He popped her cherry, something like that. Something that actually says that thing, but it's not direct. It's something that listeners are hearing. It can sound kind of cooked, sound kind of pleasant to the ears. So please, you want to avoid that. Posting abuses or curse words can make them take down your book. I need to emphasize on this one. If people in a group rush your book on Pocketfm, let's say people want, so a group of persons in one WhatsApp group now, they mean you, they rush your book now, go to where your book is on Pocketfm and start dragging you the comments. This can make them flag your account. I heard if you use ghostwriter, I don't know whether that one is true. If people mean you, they rush you and go to your book and start dragging your book in the comment section. Maybe you're a fraudster, you did something in the past, the book, they just start dragging you, pay somebody, pay this, you're owing somebody. You know those kind of drag. Nigerians love drags. If they start dragging you like that, let me tell you what you will do so your book will not be flagged. Once they start dragging you, don't try to delete those comments. Don't delete it. Reply those comments. Do you get me? Reply them. They're adding to your engagement. No, if you leave them, Pocketfm will see it as what I call it, abuse words and take down the book or flag that book, or that book will be on review, and any revenue you have earned from that book is out. So in order for it to be like a normal comment section where people are dragging themselves, you need to reply them. So the system, the both can know that, okay, these are just two friends being silly in the comment section. But if you say, they don't catch me, this is vernacular I'm speaking now. What will I do? Where will I hide my face? You now go and hide, or you go and start trying to delete the comments. You're harming yourself, you're harming your book. Drink water, go to that comment section, bring your phone like this, and start replying. Nkechi, I'm ready for you. Reply, defend yourself, reply. When you're done replying, they won't flag your book. Somebody say wisdom, they won't flag your book. It's gonna be like a normal comment section into the EndNote Instagram page where people fight. Do you get me? So that is it. Simple hack. All right. Now the next thing I talk about, harassment, bullying, exploitation, harmful activities can make them flag your book. If you use a ghostwriter, please pay your ghostwriter. So please, all these things can make them flag your book. So you want to avoid it, all right? So I think that's all for this question on what are the things that makes Pocketfm flag my book. All right, so I think we're going to go to the last question. It's just 5 questions I'm going to entertain for this video, and expect the next 5 tomorrow. It's going to be a posting back-to-back value galore. You don't want to miss out on any dosage. All right, so I'm going to pick the last question on my list. The last question on my list is, can we upload same book on different platforms? Don't breach your contract. That's what I'll tell you. Learn to keep your contracts. Whatever contract you signed, whether exclusive or non-exclusive, learn to keep it. I learned the hard way, and I don't want you to learn that way. I was saying I'm going to make a video on how I took down my books on mobile reader, iStory, and Goodnovel. I keep forgetting. You know, one thing with me, I have this kind of psychology copywriting trick, and I know how to coin my words to get what I want. The stubborn mobile reader. Yeah, my book was there, but that same book was also on Pocketfm, and it's that book that is doing well, the payback of the rejected omega. It was on mobile reader. I battled for them to take down that book because Pocketfm has already given me a contract. So it's a mobile reader as non-ex. Pocketfm gave me a contract of incentive and revenue share, an exclusive contract. So they told me to take it down on mobile reader. On Goodnovel, it was on mobile reader. It was on Goodnovel. It was on, what is the other platform I called? Goodnovel, mobile reader, and if you're planning to sign on mobile reader, Goodnovel, what's the other one? iStory, run. Especially iStory and Goodnovel, run. I say run, don't try it. This is coming from experience. You stay 3 months, only $2, $2.12, you see your dashboard. For mobile reader, try to get exclusive contract. The exclusive do well, but it's not actually kind of very good. But if you have a non-ex, just know that for your non-ex to do well, your editor needs to promote your book back to back. So that's just the thing. Mobile reader, you can't earn much. The coins. Okay, let's go. Do you get me? So you need to be able to know how to keep to your contract. If your contract says this is an exclusive contract, this is not Nigeria where you breach contracts. You don't try it in the US. You don't try it with these companies. If they say this is an exclusive contract you're signing, it means it's for that platform alone. If they say this is a non-exclusive contract, you can put it on other platforms. Know the difference. There's an exclusive contract and there's a non-exclusive contract. So you don't want to breach contracts. Don't breach contract. It's going to harm you. It's going to harm you a lot. Do not breach contract. Whatever contract they give you, always keep to it. All right. So that's all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you're loving what I do, don't forget to support me by liking, by commenting what you want me to talk about, and I'll be coming with the next batch of the question. So if I've not answered yours, be patient. You might be the next person your question might be the next. All right, see you in my next video.